Now on UMass Sports Insider, it's back to the future for the football program. With a familiar face returned to the helm, we'll recap the hire that has the fan base buzzing. And we look back at the long road home for the new, yet old, Minuteman head coach. Plus, it was a reunion on the hardwood for some UMass basketball greats, with Coach Kellogg bringing back some old friends to hoop it up and raise money for a great cause. Never say we're getting long in the tooth. UMass Sports Insider, we are ready to go.
You're watching UMass Sports Insider, brought to you by Alden Credit Union, Mafre Commerce Insurance, and Coca-Cola.
On Tuesday, January 14th, UMass officially welcomed back Mark Whipple to lead its football program for a second go-around. A popular choice around campus and the region, Whipple now faces the challenge of turning the Minutemen into contenders on the gridiron, something he's already accomplished over a decade ago. Coming up, we'll have complete coverage of Coach Whipple's return. Hi, I'm Josh Maurer. Also coming up, we'll catch up with UMass basketball's second all-time leading scorer. Plus, we'll hear some Minutemen and women sing karaoke. But we start with the dawn of a new yet very familiar era for UMass football. Mark Whipple returned to Amherst with a lot of fanfare. Let's take a look back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my extreme pleasure to represent to you the head football coach of the UMass Minutemen, Mark Whipple.
Sometimes you need to go away to find out where your home is. And I found it. Thank you.
I know that I speak on behalf of all trustees when I express my sincere excitement at his arrival. And I'm sure I echo the sentiments of many when I say, here's to history repeating itself.
I have a lot to give. I told my wife when we discussed this that I can make a bigger impact than I've ever made in my life with people, young, old, in between, at the University of Massachusetts. And that's what I'm really, really excited about.
It wasn't but a few years ago I stood at an assembly like this when we were talking about basketball. And I talked about an individual we hired to direct that program who was such an important part of our history and that was then becoming a part of our future. Well, that's worked out pretty well, and I'm pleased to be here again today with the same kind of message.
The Pittsburgh Steelers is a tremendous family. University of Miami is a tremendous family. This is a family. This is what it's all about.
It's an important step for UMass football. It's an important step for the University of Massachusetts Amherst. But it's also a really important step for the University of Massachusetts family and for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
I stayed out last year. One reason to not necessarily quote UMass, but to become a head coach. That's what I'm best at. That's where I can have an impact. And this came open, and it's a perfect marriage.
Coach Whipple's winning record during his previous time in Amherst is legendary. He not only brought national championship to the flagship campus, but he instilled a sense of pride in the great tradition of Minuteman football.
I believe in this administration and what they are doing for this university, driving around. And we will win championships here at UMass.
UMass football for 130 years has had huge bursts of excellence. And what we need to do today as a first step is to rekindle that fire in this university to ensure that this program is successful moving forward.
We're here to get jewelry. That's what it's about. 6 years, I feel bad. 6 years we're here, at least they got 3 pieces. It still drives me nuts they didn't get 6 pieces. All right, that's the goal. It always has been at UMass and always will be. Can't wait to get out of here and get to the next step, get to the next tomorrow morning, get it going. It's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be unbelievable. Buckle your seatbelt.
It's been quite a journey on his way back to UMass for Coach Whipple, with stops including 3 NFL teams and 1 college powerhouse. With a look at his long and winding road, here's Cody Crushell.
As the UMass football program looks ahead to year 3 at the FBS level, it does so with a familiar face back at the helm. Mark Whipple returns to UMass a decade removed from the last time he donned a headset on the McGurk Stadium sidelines. Whipple initially came on board at UMass in December 1997, taking over a 2-9 program that was 8 years removed from its last conference title. In his first season in the Pioneer Valley, Whipple engineered a storybook turnaround, guiding the Minutemen to the program's first NCAA championship in 1998 and taking down previously undefeated and top-ranked Georgia Southern in the title game.
The UMass Minutemen, who last year were 2-9, brought in that man, Mark Whipple. And he has not only turned around a program, he has turned it into a championship team in his very first year.
UMass would win 2 more conference titles under Whipple before he departed for the NFL in 2003 to become the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback coach under Bill Cowher. Whipple made the jump to the NFL the same year as Ben Roethlisberger, a former Mid-American Conference signal caller who, under Whipple's tutelage, became the youngest quarterback in NFL history to win the Super Bowl. Following his run in Pittsburgh, Whipple made NFL stops in Philadelphia and Cleveland. Back in his playing days, Whipple was a 2-year starting quarterback at Brown. The Ivy Leaguer returned to his alma mater in 1994 to serve as head coach for 4 seasons before making the move to Massachusetts. Whipple's most recent college experience was a 2-year stint as the University of Miami's offensive coordinator. There, he helped the Hurricanes reach a pair of bowl games behind 2 of the best offensive seasons in program history. A 31-year coaching veteran from Tarrytown, New York, by way of Phoenix, Arizona, with head coaching stops at New Haven and Brown along the way, Whipple's 6-year record at UMass stands at 49-26 and counting, making him the second winningest coach in the school's 131-year football history. Mark Whipple said in his introductory press conference that he considers UMass a family. That family is putting its faith in him to turn around a storied football program in need of a lift. And why not? He's already done it once before.
Thank you, Cody. Coming up later in the show, we'll have some reaction to Coach Whipple's return to UMass. But for now, time for us to step aside. When we come back, we'll flash back to a shining moment on the gridiron from 16 years back. Plus, we turn our attention to the Hoops team and show you how Coach Kellogg and some old friends recently teamed up for a memorable afternoon on the hardwood. Some UMass legends coming up. Don't go away.
Yeah, we're just waiting on the appraisal to come in. Just give me a minute, man. Yeah, we'll get that back in a week or so. Have a great day.
Alden Credit Union is the official credit union of UMass Athletics. Alden Credit Union. Banking, no boundaries.
How's the orange juice, Adam?
Refreshing. It's Minuteman made.
Alden Credit Union is the official credit union of UMass Athletics. Alden Credit Union. Banking, no boundaries.
What's that great old saying about strangers? They're just friends you haven't met yet. Among life's millions of moments, some of the very best are made by Mohegan Sun. When it's your time to shine, come see us.
Book your wedding with award-winning UMass Catering. We can host, design, and plan your big event from full breakfasts, lunches, to elegant wedding receptions and dinners. UMass Catering can host events in one of our ballrooms that overlook campus, tented outdoors, or our own Renaissance house. The possibilities are endless. Let the culinary team at UMass Catering bring creative menus and exceptional service to your wedding day. Special rates for members of the UMass family and alumni.
Hi, I'm Steve DeMarco. Wherever your destination, Premier is your solution.
Our reputation as an industry leader is built on service, safety, and the guaranteed best price. At Premier, safety stands above all else. Our fleet is serviced on-site by our certified technicians. Premier will customize your travel needs all within your budget, and we can even accommodate your travel requirements worldwide. Premier Corporate has your business needs covered. Rest assured, your team and clients will arrive safely, comfortably, and always on time.
Premier, an extraordinary experience, guaranteed.
You're watching UMass Sports Insider.
Welcome back. It's time for Mohegan Sun Instant Replay. When Mark Whipple was first hired at UMass before the 1998 season, the Minutemen were coming off a 2-9 season. But the new coach turned things around in the blink of an eye in '98, and after a string of postseason upsets, the squad earned its way to the 1AA National Championship game, taking on a heavily favored Georgia Southern squad. Let's flash back December 19th, 1998.
UMass and a touchdown! Holy Aid! This is not what Georgia Southern had in mind. Georgia Southern 14-0 coming into the season, or coming into the game. The heavy favorite to win it, now down 13-0. Pitch out. Option. Zulo. Touchdown! Jamie Houston, or Holston, the backup fullback, with the pass, and Zulo, the freshman wide receiver who weighs about 138 pounds, with the touchdown, and it's 20-7 in the backfield. Chip, touchdown, UMass. 51-33. It has been a remarkable turnaround for the University of Massachusetts. 2 up and 9 down a year ago, and now they are the division 1AA champions.
The win gave UMass its first and only national championship and made Mark Whipple a household name in Western Massachusetts. He would remain the Minutemen's head coach for 5 more seasons before heading to the NFL. Time now to switch gears to hoops, where UMass is having an incredible season thus far on the hardwood. Recently, head coach Derek Kellogg invited back a slew of alums to share in the fun. They played an exhibition contest here at the Mullins Center to raise money for cancer research. Let's look back as UMass Catering presents Serving the Community.
Coaches vs. Cancer is the partnership between the American Cancer Society and the National Association of Basketball Coaches. Derek Kellogg has decided to get involved, and I mean, between the money raised between last night and the alumni game today, it's just amazing what that can do towards the fight against cancer.
We did a great job raising money for the American Cancer Society and Coaches vs. Cancer, which was a great combination of having an alumni game and with a great cause behind it.
That was fun, you know, just to have the opportunity to play with guys you played with years past, and you know, to be able to do it in front of the program again and the community was a great feeling.
It was fun. It was a great experience to be around a bunch of old guys who some I haven't seen in a long time, but we had fun. You know, I hope everybody else watching that they enjoyed it, and hopefully they'll do it, you know, for more years to come.
I had a meeting with the 7 Division I basketball coaches in Massachusetts, so it included Derek and obviously BC, BU, Harvard, all of those guys, and it's pretty much me and all those guys, so it's very intimidating. And I'm telling them what we're trying to do, and Derek Kellogg's the first person to stand up and say, I support you, UMass supports you.
I thank Derek for the privilege of coming out here and organizing the alumni game and giving me the opportunity to come back and just see some of the guys that I haven't seen in years. And the game turned out to be well. We went up and down, and it turned out to be fun.
It was fun seeing everyone again, getting the UMass family together. You know, it's a great thing that Coach Kellogg and the whole staff did to bring everyone back. And you know, there's a rich tradition here, and to keep that active and you know, make an effort to get everyone involved is a great thing that Coach Kellogg and all of them are doing.
That's a great cause. I think we all been touched by. Everyone knows someone in their family, friends that's been touched by this horrific disease, and I think you know, we all want to find a cure for it one day, you know. So, you know, anytime you have an opportunity to, you know, make a donation towards that or do a cause because of it, it's a great thing to do.
It was great to see a lot of people that are part of the UMass basketball family come back and support the program and be a part of it. And, you know, I think that's what makes it special, is when you have guys who have played here, they come back and they feel like they're a part of something special.
1, 2, 3.
Kellogg says he hopes the alumni game will become an annual event that he thinks will also continue to grow. Meanwhile, as UMass's schedule progresses into February, there are still big A-10 home games against preseason favorites LaSalle, VCU, and St. Louis. We're going to step away for just a couple of moments, but don't go far. On the other side, we head back into football and see how some prominent alumni reacted to the rehiring of Mark Whipple and how quickly they feel he can get the program rolling. Keep it right here.
A forward-thinking insurance company with a global network, providing friendly service with over 2,000 professionals taking care of you and your family. Mafre Commerce Insurance. The first name in insurance for more than 1 million customers, focused on taking care of you and your family, providing freedom from worry everywhere you go. Mafre Commerce Insurance.
Hotel UMass was voted the best hotel in Amherst. Situated on the beautiful University of Massachusetts campus, Hotel UMass is where you stay to be in the heart of it all. With 116 contemporary guest rooms, free wireless internet, room service, 36 meeting rooms, free parking, and in walking distance to downtown Amherst, Hotel UMass has it all.
The gang always plays 00 just once. And sometimes, absolutely nothing becomes absolutely everything. Among life's millions of moments, some of the very best are made by Mohegan Sun. When it's your time to shine, come see us.
At Alden Credit Union, our home loans leave room in your budget for some fun. You can get the kitchen you want, have space for a new friend, and still afford a night out with old friends. At this rate, you can have it all. 2.49% APR on all home loans. At this rate, you can get that new car. Low rates on auto loans. Alden Credit Union. Banking, no boundaries.
What's that great old saying about strangers? They're just friends you haven't met yet. Among life's millions of moments, some of the very best are made by Mohegan Sun. When it's your time to shine, come see us.
Hey UMass fans, this is Monty Mack, class of 2001. Proud to be up here with y'all UMass guys. Missed y'all. Go UMass. Since I left here, I was fortunate to go overseas for 10 years. Played 4 years in Italy, 2 years in Czech Republic, 2 years in Romania and Turkey. It was a good privilege to travel and experience the world.
What do you think about what DK is doing with the program?
Oh, he's doing a great job. You know, he's trying to bring the UMass family back, you know, to where it used to be.
What does it mean to you to be still second all-time in scoring in this program?
Oh, it means a lot because, you know, a lot of good talent comes out each year. A lot of good recruits come. So, you know, every year, you know, it's always a question mark of who's the next young guy that's coming up trying to break my record. So I'm fortunate that it's still staying, and I hope it stands.
Monty Mack scored over 2,100 career points, the second most in UMass program history. And the Boston native was also a member of the last UMass team to play in the NCAA tournament. That was in 1998, but the drought seems likely to end this season. Back to football, the return of Mark Whipple brought lots of excited reaction from fans, alums, and former players. Here's a sampling of what they had to say.
As soon as the job opened up, we've been on the alumni page and Facebook. I'm like, it's got to be Whip. They got to bring Whip back. He's the only one that can turn this thing around. And I was pushing for him for day one. I'm so glad that he came back. I drove up from New York this morning just to be here and show my support and see him, and I'm just happy.
I got to know Mark pretty well the last time he was around here, and he's just the right kind of guy. He's a leader. You know, he'd be a great basketball coach, great baseball coach, because he leads kids. They want to play for him. He's tough on them. He's going to be tough, but they know he's doing it to make them better. So to me, this is a home run. We couldn't have done any better. I don't think there's another coach out there that would have been a better choice for us right now.
He's just passionate. He knows what he wants. He knows how to get players to play for him. He demands nothing but your best effort, and he won't take anything less. And when you have a coach like that, you'll do anything for him. Like, you'll run through a wall with him. He doesn't kind of, sugarcoat things. It is what it is. He makes sure that you do right in the classroom, and he makes sure that you do what you got to do on the field, and that all comes together, and everybody's on the same page, and you go and you win.
Sometimes, like he said, you go away and you come back. Faith brings you back, and that's a lot to do with it. But he's a real passionate guy, and Coach Whipple is just, he expressed that, he shows that, and he gave me my first chance, and I just so excited to see him back again.
I think it makes it real special to him because, like you said, when he left here, he wanted us to move up to Division I. We couldn't do it back then. We didn't have the money to do it or the support. So he never wanted to leave. So he went other places, and obviously he coached an NFL MVP in the Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl. He's been to Miami, which is a huge Division I program, and he realized that things are pretty good here, that people really want to win. And what we have now, I think, is real leadership from our athletic director and from the president of the university and from the chairman of the trustees, that they're committed to make this thing work, and he knows it.
We were very happy to know that the coach that brought us to our first national championship was coming back here to participate in the growth of our program's future at the FBS level, and we were looking forward to it. The alumni, we were all ecstatic, we were all supportive, and really motivated to be a part of the program's growth.
Coach Whipple will have to hit the ground running. With National Signing Day fast approaching, he'll have to finish assembling his staff and put together the next recruiting class, all in his first few weeks back on the job.
What's up, guys? My name's Tyler Bergantino. I'm a sophomore on the basketball team, and when we come back from this commercial break, you will find out what my teammates' favorite karaoke songs are.
Book your wedding with award-winning UMass Catering. We can host, design, and plan your big event from full breakfasts, lunches, to elegant wedding receptions and dinners. UMass Catering can host events in one of our ballrooms that overlook campus, tented outdoors, or our own Renaissance house. The possibilities are endless. Let the culinary team at UMass Catering bring creative menus and exceptional service to your wedding day. Special rates for members of the UMass family and alumni.
At Alden Credit Union, our home loans leave room in your budget for some fun. You can get the kitchen you want, have space for a new friend, and still afford a night out with old friends. At this rate, you can have it all. 2.49% APR on all home loans. At this rate, you can get that new car.
Low rates on auto loans.
Alden Credit Union. Banking, no boundaries.
What's that great old saying about strangers? They're just friends you haven't met yet. Among life's millions of moments, some of the very best are made by Mohegan Sun. When it's your time to shine, come see us.
Hi, I'm Steve DeMarco. Wherever your destination, Premier is your solution.
Our reputation as an industry leader is built on service, safety, and the guaranteed best price. At Premier, safety stands above all else. Our fleet is serviced on-site by our certified technicians. Premier will customize your travel needs all within your budget, and we can even accommodate your travel requirements worldwide. Premier Corporate has your business needs covered. Rest assured, your team and clients will arrive safely, comfortably, and always on time.
Premier, an extraordinary experience, guaranteed.
welcomes the newest member of the A10, George Mason, to the Mullins Center.
You're watching UMass Sports Insider.
Welcome back. I know you've been waiting all show for it, so here it is, the Alden Credit Union Lighters side. It's Grammy season, so in honor of music's biggest night, we're doing one of our favorite things, getting some UMass men's and women's players to sing for us. We asked them, what's your favorite karaoke song? Let's check out the answers.
Probably Baby by Justin Bieber, but it's a pretty good song, classic. I'm a believer at heart.
We Belong Together by Mariah Carey. Yeah.
And that's a favorite of yours, I can tell?
Yeah, I love it. Well, it could range. I have top 3, but I'm gonna go with Luke Bryan. Rain is a good thing. I do a pretty good impression.
Me and my teammate Tanner Garino always sing Knock You Down by Carrie Hilson and Neo on bus trips. Reverse karaoke, so we only hear the music and then we have to sing it for the whole team.
Garth Brooks, Friends in Low Places. You got to. 'Cause I got friends in low places.
So can you perform this for us?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to give him some backup if I'm gonna do that.
Some backup, eh?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see if you can get some friends.
Zach. Ooh, they can help me out, all right.
Who's gonna talk to me when the sun comes up? Who's gonna take my place? Ain't nobody yet. Oh, baby, baby, we belong together. Rain makes corn. Corn makes whiskey. Whiskey makes my baby feel a little frisky.
Explain, like, what that game is.
You put headphones in and you have to sing into a mic and only you hear the music, so everyone else only hears your voice.
Where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away.
And I'll be okay.
Oh, there we go, everybody, right?
Baby by Justin Bieber.
I know you love me. I know you can. Reach out whenever, shawty, and I'll be there.
I would assume you guys wouldn't be afraid to like karaoke because you already have to do all the cheers during the game.
Right.
Kind of like the same thing.
Kinda, yeah. Just a lot louder and with a microphone.
Is there a lot of singing going on the women's lacrosse buses?
Yes. A lot. Our coach is very good.
Have you practiced that publicly?
Yes, I do a little bit of public singing. I don't get a lot of encouragement from my friends, but I think it's healthy. I think it's fun.
Are we an idol? Yup, girl, quit playing. We're just friends. What are you saying?
What's the typical reaction from people who are listening to you sing in public?
Laugh, turn away.
Really?
Yeah.
But you're proud of it.
Yeah. Gotta stay strong about it. Got a beautiful voice.
And that's like a really common karaoke song too. So I bet you like if you sing that in public, everybody starts joining in.
You know, I think that's a big part of it because I think a lot of people know that song. It's very fun. It's inviting. You know, it sounds like a good time when you hear it.
And I was like, baby, 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 no, like baby, 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 no, like baby, 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 no. Thought you'd always be mine, mine.
Okay then. Anyway, thanks so much for watching our program. Our next new edition of UMass Sports Insider debuts on the second Saturday in February when we'll have all the information from Coach Whipple on his brand new recruiting class. Until then, I'm Josh Maurer. Have a great rest of your weekend and thanks so much for watching.
UMass Sports Insider. Brought to you by Alden Credit Union, Mafre Commerce Insurance, and Coca-Cola.